really that's why people don't make good black metal anymore like they did in the old days. They don't have like the really primitive type of. It's really special. It's like a philosophy that I can't explain, but black metal is not for everybody, and that's really important, and that's what really the thing that is good with it too, you know, because not everybody can be black metal, because you can't become black metal. You're born black metal. It's like a type of the music is one part of the people that are black metal. I think they are like the music is one thing, but they always have like a similar type of view of life. They're like similar in personalities. You feel like a connection with them. It's not like you're like an organization where you pay like something to be a part of it, you know what I mean? But you get like the feeling that a brotherhood and sisterhood, where people like have the same mentality. So I think the music, the people are drawn to the music because that's like really a part of them, and they understand it like that when they hear it. Because it's not, it really pisses me off that it has become like a, well, we have like a documentary now, you know what I mean? It's okay that you have a documentary, but it's not like a commerce thing. It's not like something you can like sell, like fucking punk or rock and roll in that sense. It's like something special, and it pisses me off that people do it just to scare their grandmother, or you know what I mean? I'll dress in black, and you can dress in white and be black metal. It's not like, that's not the point for me, you know? It's like deeper than that. So I think that really annoys me, but that's like something special when it comes to nature. I don't think you can be black metal in the Sahara. I don't think you get. I think nature is really important, and so I think it's really funny when it comes to, because I read about. It's really complicated to say it in English, but in Norwegian it's called Åsgårdsreia. Åsgård, I don't know what you say in Swedish. Åsgård. That was like when you didn't go to hell, and you couldn't go to heaven. Then they wouldn't have you anywhere, so you were between. So you couldn't enter any place. So this is like really funny, because these black metal, and this is old myth, but black metal evolved on the side of this. But every Christmas, like in Christian tradition, you had something called Åsgårdsreia. And Odin and Thor, they went out on a raid. And everybody that couldn't get into heaven or hell, they were with them on this raid. And they were dressed in black, and I think they had they took some black paint and stuff on their faces and stuff, and they rode over the sky, making a hell of a lot of noise and scaring the living shit out of people. And I think it was really ironic when I read that, because that's like really what black metal is and why it evolved. Fan da.
Dokumentär.
Yeah, but I think that's really funny, because that's like the sense why people always say, why did it... Of course, it's in Sweden out of black metal. Bathory, you know, is like probably one of the best black metal bands. But it's the same thing. Sweden and Norway, not Denmark, but Finland. Denmark is really more a European country. You have like the social democracy principle here in Norway and Sweden are exactly the same. You're born. You go to a school where they tell you what you're supposed to believe, what's right. Everything's politically correct. Nobody's different. Everybody's the same. If you're intelligent, you're not supposed to be intelligent. You're supposed to be not stupid, but like mediocre. Everybody's supposed to be mediocre and the same. And that's why, like, sometimes I feel when I grew up in Norway that I didn't get into hell and I didn't get into heaven. You know, I never got in anywhere. I was like always a black sheep. Felt different, I thought different, maybe I liked violence more than other people, you know. I had all the philosophies, I was really sexual from tall. Never understood why people regulated people's sexuality. What the fuck is you know, people have, if you're grown up, you should do what you want. Everything like this, and then when I read this, that's like maybe that already existed for 1,000 years ago, where people, Norwegians and Swedish people and Scandinavians, they had like in the community that they lived there, were like, they didn't fit in. So they became like the black metal type of person, you know. We are fed up, you want something different, you want to go away, you want to be alone in a cabin. You hate the way that you see the country around you being destroyed by people's fucking idiocy, that they don't understand that they're probably ruining the nature around them. They don't think about what's the important things in life, you know. It's not important to have like 15 cars, a fucking house. As long as your kids are happy and they eat, they have clothing, they become intelligent people, and you become an intelligent person. That's the most important thing in life. That's what. So I really hate everything around society. So that's. I know there's a lot of sentences just coming, but I just want to say it like short. That's why black metal is here. That's why nature is important. It's primitive. You get away. You still feel the sense of being a living creature, not just a fucking robot, you know, walking around, people telling you what to do. And I don't understand why people do that. But they're just so scared to be different. And I think it's the same thing in Sweden too. If you're different, people just, what the hell is wrong with you, you know? You know, same thing. So I think like in the United States of America, if we were going to sell this, sell black metal there, this is a documentary, there are people, I know that some communities in America can be really strict if you're different. But if you go to the major cities in America, I guess they, then there are people, to be original and be different is like cool, to find your own thing. So, you can say like, maybe black metal is a little bit American in that sense. Well, you know, like to be, it's totally different. It never existed before in music or in the way to act like, or in the 20th century, anyway. So if you just like, if you take out pieces of what I'm saying.
Very good pieces. Very good pieces. Very good. Okej, where are we? Har sound? Låter bra? Ser bra ut? Ja, det är bra. Vi kör vidare. Det är otroligt intressant alltså, Björn. Skit. Bra snackar, jätteintressant. Då pratar du mycket du vill. Jag kan lyssna i sitter och gapar.
Vad roligt.
Ja, men det, ja, vi fortsätter att snacka på i samma...
Jeg stjäler det Marlboroen, det ser så teit ut med snusen under leppa.
Can I ask you a personal question? You talked about your own religion. You said you're atheist. Do you have some kind of Satanism in you, or are you like completely atheist?
When it comes to like Satanism, it's really important to say that it's not a religion the way it's evolved. It's a philosophy of life. I like to use Satan when it comes to the name Satan, because it's Hebrew and means the opposite, an enemy of God. And I'm an enemy of the Hebrew God. I'm the enemy of Islam, the enemy of Christianity, and the enemy of the Jewish God. I do not hate the people because of their racial parents and stuff, but their ideology, they can go and totally just put it up their ass. I really hate it intensely. I really hate it intensely. I can't describe how much hatred I have for it. So I like to use Satan because they understand the language when you say Satan. So when I say I'm a Satanist, yes, I am your enemy. I'm not a Satanist in the way that I want everybody to be like totally, like I'm not totally evil in the sense, because the person, no matter how cool you are or badass, you can never be totally evil. If I take your mother and I split her in two in front of you, you will react. You won't say, ha 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 ha, my mother is dead, you know. But I like to use that because they understand the language. And when it comes to the music, I always said like, Northern mythology can be my shield when I go to the battlefield, and Satan can be the sword, and black metal can be like the driving force in your heart that pushes you forward. Because it's like many different ways of fighting a battle at the battlefield. You know, you can like a tactical retreat. Because I think like when it came to like burning the churches and people were more aggressive, they found out that yes, maybe you get your opinion out, but that's when you're so small, you can't control what the people say about you. So you become the loser anyway. But if you look like how black metal evolved in Norway through the years, it's like really become like I think it's the second or third greatest export that we have in Norway. You know, you get like the opinion out musically and through art. And that's like also a battle, you know what I mean? You get the opinion out. I'm sitting here and talking in front of a camera. If this was like 10 years ago, that would never happen in Norway, you know? Because people really hated you intensely because of you burn down churches and blah, 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 blah. But now you go totally different. You get like